In the article that I read to you at the beginning of this video, they mentioned a Craigslist ad from 2011 where it was hiring trolls on the internet, right? Well, I'm going to read to you what that article says, and after I read this to you, you're going to have all of the information you'll need, and you'll know exactly who's who and what's what. Oh, and by the way, you can find it on my blog because I posted it there. So you can read it for yourself. Just go ahead and zoom in, as I know that the font was a little small or whatever. Now, I tried to blow it up so it'll be easier to read. Now, for the record, what these people were hiring these people to do is not really much different than what you see in the so-called news every single day. These people were just basically BSing you for $1, just like Fox News, which is fake news, faux news, Fox News as they call it. Anyway, the name of the article is Writers Needed to Post Right-Wing Comments, and then make sure to put national. Now, the date was March 28th of 2011 at 1:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They said writers needed to post right-wing comments to social media and news outlets. Now that's the key. Not just social media, but news outlets as well. They went on to say, we are a social media company working for a political organization. Pause. A political organization hiring people to post comments on the internet? Pretty interesting, right? We are a social media company working for a political organization hired to help balance the left-wing bias of the major media outlets by supplying a team of writers who will post to newspaper comments, media forums, Facebook pages, etc. We are not officially affiliated with Harper Campaign. You writing, I guess they meant to say you're writing, which is ironic that they would miss a letter because of what they said in this sentence. You writing must be strong, right-wing, and use supplied talking points without bogging down in too much detail. You are creating an online persona with a consistent tone. In other words, they're saying you're an actor. Ideally, you can find or make up facts and statistics to stir controversy. Basically, they're saying an agent provocateur. Ideally, you can find or make up facts and statistics to stir controversy. Where suited humor, sarcasm, and personal insults are welcome. Who does this sound like? Sounds like the Here Hattin' Beasties idiot, right? Humor, sarcasm, and personal insults. Sounds just like that guy who's been to jail, doesn't it? You are a news junkie who was able to log on to news forums, Facebook pages, several times a day. You are able to write comments tailored to new topics while always repeating key talking points. Compensation to be determined. Hourly rate and volume of online activity. Bonuses for controversial postings that heat up a topic or forum thread. How to apply. We are more interested in your writing than your resume. Pause. That means that basically you don't have to have really any real credentials or any real skills. We are more interested in your writing than your resume. To apply, submit a 100-word post based on the headline. Now, for the record, it's hard for me to read whatever it's saying right there. Ignative or something. I don't know. It's hard to read because it's a little bit blurry. Something, so I'm just going to omit that word. Promises no coalition after election. In other words, they want you to write a trial article to see how you do. Show us that you can write from a right-wing character voice, score points, stir outrage, and use humor. Bill O'Reilly, the Here Hattin' Beasties clown, Mr. Madden King clown. Be sure to include your name, email, and cell number so we can contact you. Sorry, only candidates who submit the best test post submissions will be contacted for an interview. End quote. Now, this pretty much explains to you why those people are doing what they're doing. Those people that sit around smoking cigars in the video talking about you Negroes, this, that, and the third. These clowns on YouTube. Okay, guys? And once again and finally, These dissenters are paid to say these things that they're saying. Some of them may actually be this bad. Some of them may actually be so incredibly dense that they believe their comments and messages. However, these people who have seemingly dedicated their lives to the business system of white supremacy are employees, literally. Now, for the record, I said it before, but I have to reiterate this point so that it sticks in people's heads. Those alleged statistics they are always spewing out are fake. That advertisement said flat out to just make things up on the fly. Now, the reason they use these statistics in the first place, these alleged statistics rather, is because they know they're skewed. They know they're false, and they know that people will believe them just because they're speaking badly against so-called black people. And it was once said, now I don't know who said this, and I wish I did, so I can make sure I quote it directly and make sure I give the person their credit. Okay? But for the record, it was once said, if you want someone to believe a lie, make it as incredibly outrageous and unbelievable as possible. This is why George Zimmerman and Darren Wilson got away with telling stories, telling lies about people running away from them, then running back to them only to get themselves shot and killed. I mean, that's a pretty far-fetched account. They run away only to just run right back. These people are storytellers. Their whole existence is based upon a fake story. But I'll discuss that another time. Just keep this in mind. As far as those alleged statistics go, they're nothing but the business of white supremacy's business analytics and projections. That's why they show you pie graphs, bars, and columns, just like a boardroom. They are merely showing you how the business is doing. They're showing you where they currently are and where they intend to go. They're business projections. And yes, I still have an epic video and blog coming about that sometime in the future. You know, they have an old saying about the internet, which is don't feed the trolls. These people happen to be money hounds. Therefore, when you feed them, you fund them, which is unwittingly funding your own oppression. And as a matter of fact, I look at it like this. When you cast pearls before dying swine, you're merely feeding the piggy bank your jewelry, and the only way you'll see your gems again is when they come out of the mud maker or something like that. I mean, just don't waste your time. That's what I meant to say. Forget the way I just worded it. Anyway, let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels and visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more.